Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the UKW Arena here in Batley. I'm a very bunged up Brett Hadley tonight.
Yeah.
How am I even here? Anyway, I am here because I could not miss tonight. There was no way I could miss tonight.
Good.
It's Friday Night Showdown. Nothing else special happening, I don't
Nothing
think.
else
No,
special.
nothing at all.
Nothing else special today.
Nothing whatsoever. This is my amazing co-host, Shelby Sinar. Hello.
Hello.
You're right.
I'm good, thank you.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing
Clothes to start with.
clothes.
But what are you wearing?
Definitely wearing clothes. I am wearing the biggest, most obnoxious birthday badge because
It's her birthday.
it's my birthday.
Happy
I'm
birthday,
a quarter
by the
of
way.
a century old today,
Woo!
and my husband thinks that it's totally acceptable to embarrass me at every single opportunity. So,
Well, I guarantee you we're going to have none of that tonight.
and I know that he's in the room, so I'm very
He is.
apprehensive
He's around. He's over there.
about
yeah.
what may happen.
No,
So,
don't know what you're talking about.
No idea. I have no idea. But
It's
yeah.
all good. So
Yeah.
happy birthday
so
to you.
not only are we dealing with a slightly groggy Brett Hadley, but you're dealing with an extremely old Shelby Sinar tonight.
But think about it this way: however old you are, I'll always be considerably older.
Thanks, Brett.
So there you go. I hope that makes you feel young.
Absolutely.
There you go. So we're here for Friday Night Showdown. I do apologize if my voice can't just. Oh dear. Yeah. Anyway, we're here to talk wrestling, and wow, what a night last week.
Yeah.
I'm still reeling over the horrific act that we saw last week with the Persian Empire.
Again.
Deja. Honestly, I had to rub my eyes, go like that, and look like I was deja vuing from a couple of weeks before.
Yeah.
They did it again, folks. They hit a concerto that they didn't have to hit. They tied somebody, handcuffed somebody to the ropes.
Again.
Didn't have to again. And as a result, Uther of the Brotherhood is out of action. We haven't heard or seen from him since that horrific act. And the image that will always stick in my head was Joe Sedgwick and Johan Hunt walking up here, standing there and laughing about it. Like it was something to be proud of.
It was really hard to watch last week, and there's only a couple of times when sat at this desk that watching is extremely hard.
What kind of person does that to another human being willingly and for fun?
Yeah.
You know, that's
Twice.
their idea of a
Twice
good time. Yeah, not
is the
once,
problem
but
though as well.
twice.
Yeah.
I hear that the Persian Empire are gloating about it still. If I was them, I'd be very careful because all actions have consequences.
They do indeed.
That is all I'm going to say.
When it comes to wrestling, it's more severe consequences than you might think as
Yeah,
well.
and
So,
I know. I saw our general manager when I walked in the building this evening. He had the biggest scowl on his face. And when I asked him what was up, he said he would address it on the show, and he was going to address what happened. So I've got no idea what's on Red Brocco, the general manager's mind, but he's not going to let what they did last week just disappear.
No.
They can't get away with what they did.
it's not just going to disappear again. And I think
And as they should.
what I admire about Brocco, to be fair, is he is very quick to challenge those things that happen, and he's very on the ball, which is
At
good.
the earliest opportunity, literally the next show, he is going to take, I've heard, decisive action
Is that today?
against
Is that happening today?
tonight. He's a promise to address the situation and take decisive action against the Persian Empire for what they did to Uther and what they did to Captain Dan a couple of weeks ago. Because you know, as a one-off, I mean, even as a one-off, it was heinous. It was a bad thing to do, but we could sort of be like, oh, they've done it to make a point. Fair enough, let's move on. But they did it again.
Yeah.
There's not a coincidence. They know what they're doing.
It's not, and I think
And we can't
need
put
to
up
be
with
very
it.
aware of kind of the
So,
actions that need to be taken.
Yes, they may be going around the building gloating with a big smirk on their face, but we'll see if that's there by the end of tonight.
Yeah.
When Red Brocco gets his two-penny thing.
Now,
They
do you
also
think-
have tonight. Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, do you think we need to mention someone else who's been particularly aggressive? And
Yeah, we're going to talk about the same
particularly
person.
dangerous? Are we? There we go.
Yeah. Is that our television champion?
Yeah.
There you go, see?
Absolutely.
That's where I was going, and you were going there as well. Paul Hubris has shown a very aggressive nature the past few weeks at Pick Your Poison. He ended his match by literally knocking Kirsty Love out with knees and elbows and being very, very vicious in doing it.
Yeah.
And he's been very vocal in saying, Brett, make sure you tell the viewing public I won that match by TKO. He's proud of it.
Yeah. And
What is going on with people around here?
I don't know.
Seriously.
I think we're getting into dangerous waters. We're bringing in really violent people.
Dangerous is the word. That's what Paul Hubris is.
Yeah. and
Tonight is in action against
It's
young
been
Horace.
announced tonight, hasn't
yes,
it?
against
So-
young Horace. If I was Horace, I would watch the past couple of weeks of what's been happening with Paul Hubris, and if I was Horace, I'd be a little bit wary.
Yep, I'd be keeping away from all of his knees.
I would be striking quickly and avoiding Paul Hubris at any cost if I could.
That is definitely the strategy today, I think.
Yeah, strategy is a great word.
He's going to have to have planned in advance.
Just been a brutal television champion, and then last week Kirsty Love came on the video screen here and said she saw what he'd done. She didn't like the fact that he won that match by TKO, and we hear that the armada of Shauna Reid and Paul Hubris will be at Hallowed Ground next weekend, 8 nights from tonight. And Kirsty Love has said she'll find a partner and she'll see Paul Hubris and Shauna Reid inside that cage. Quite who the partner's going to be, I have no idea.
We're going to have to wait and see, aren't we? And I think I am very intrigued to see who Kirsty Love ends up with.
Very intrigued.
She has been away from UKW for quite a while, and she's still making connections with people, so it'll be interesting to see who exactly she ends up with.
It really will.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited to see, because Kirsty Love had a very determined look on her face. I think she had a look of somebody who knew what she was doing and where she was going with it. So I'm very intrigued to see what happens there. Somebody else who's had his focus sort of diminished the past few weeks, it has to be said, is the Yorkshireman.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, this goes back to the whole Persian Empire stuff. And the Yorkshireman, his partner, Captain Dan, was the one who suffered that concerto. The Yorkshireman's heart was broken in half when he had to say, "I quit." But since then, and we saw it last week, his focus has been a little bit
off. I think completely off. Like, we were watching that match, and the Yorkshireman was talking about Joe, and Joe was nowhere to be seen.
He had a chance to win the match last week with Mikey Andrews and get that around the clock championship. He got Mikey Andrews in the Yorkshire Cutter. He had him down for about a 10 count, but he pulled him up, and then he shouted, "Joe, this is you. I want you to say I quit." And that's not the actions of a focused man.
No.
And it cost him
at all, and
it cost the Yorkshireman the match.
And it can be dangerous for himself, really, to kind of not be fully focused going into a match. And I think
exactly this.
I'm not sure if he's announced to be on the card tonight or not, but if he's wrestling tonight, then he's going to have to pull some focus from somewhere.
He is in action tonight against Sebastian Mercer, but I hear on the grapevine Mercer is still, after not being here last week because he wasn't very well, he's still not 100%. So I'm not sure if the Mercenary is going to be in action or not tonight, or what's going to happen there. The Yorkshireman is going to have a match though, and it'll be interesting to see if he can focus or not. Somebody else who is very focused here in UKW at the minute though is the old jester, J-Ro.
The old
jester, because he's not. Go on.
Who had his challenge accepted last week?
He did. He's very focused. He wants violence. What is wrong with that?
He wants violence. He wants weapons.
He wants the hardcore champion. Yeah, he wants hardcore Henry Winter. Henry Winter literally came out here last week, spent 5 minutes walking around the ring, greeted everybody, got in the ring within 30 seconds, said, "Yeah, you want violence, you've got it," and he went home. So, J-Ro is going to get what he wants, but tonight he's going to get a match as well with Tommy Dillon.
Tommy Dillon?
Our Ignite commentary brother.
Did you watch Ignite this week?
I have watched Ignite, yes.
Neither Tommy Dillon or Jamie.
No, and did you see, I mean, the Yorkshireman did a stellar job. Thank you, Yorkshireman. But then the other guy...
And then the other guy was there too.
Yeah,
we don't talk about the other guy.
I'm going to talk about him in a minute because he's got a match and all tonight.
Can we talk about someone that hasn't got a match tonight?
Who's that?
Leonie Rose.
Is she not?
Nope.
Oh, is she here though? I haven't seen her.
I have seen her.
Have you? Did she wish you a happy birthday?
No.
I bet she didn't.
But she's not on the card, so...
Wow. But if I know the women's champion there, and unfortunately I do, I don't think that's going to stop her from coming out here.
Probably not. And not just to support the Persian Empire, is it?
Yeah, and you know and I know that woman cannot keep her mouth shut.
Not for more than...
a few seconds.
A few seconds, actually.
No. So I've got a funny feeling she's going to make an appearance at some point. But no, she hasn't got a match.
She can't let me have a special day, can she?
She can't just let you have one day.
On my back.
Just one day.
But speaking of, special people and special days.
Yeah.
JPR is just walking in the building.
JPR, the UK wrestling champion.
If you tune into the podcast every week, pre-show every week, you will know that JPR comes in around pre-show time.
Hi JPR.
Hi JPR.
There he is.
So he does a great job, and I'm looking forward to hearing from him tonight. I think it will be lovely to speak to him again.
Hear what's on his mind after
figuring out what's happening with Cerebral Steve.
Cerebral Steve has been very laser focused on wanting the first crack at JPR's brand new shiny white. Very nice shiny white belt. Isn't it lovely?
It is.
There's a great post. Lovely. There's a great post on the UK Wrestling Twitter this week, UK_Wrestling TV, and it shows you an in-depth look at that beautiful UK Wrestling title. It shows you. If you want to see it in intricate details, then it is there for all to see. It's beautiful, and it was JPR's choice.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted it to look, different, unique to him.
I'm getting happy birthdays.
I did. Save that for about 20 minutes.
We'll do that in a while.
Do that later. But yeah, so we've got JPR in the building. Interesting to see and hear what he always has to say.
Yeah.
Tonight. Also, on my notes here, being announced, Cliff Harrison and Bishop are going to reignite their old rivalry tonight.
Fun.
Yeah, Bishop is on a collision course with Cliff Harrison's buddy from the Dogs of War.
But this is different. Cliff Harrison hasn't met with Bishop since this change in attitude, right?
It'll be interesting to see how he handles it.
Very
Bishop, we've seen him like a one-man demolition crew. He's Chopzilla as well.
Yeah.
And he's a one-man demolition crew at the minute. He's got his sights firmly set on that steel cage that's in the corner there. He will be in there with Jacob Reed for the Genesis Championship.
He will be, you are.
In how many? 8 nights?
In 8 nights. A week and a day. A week tomorrow.
Yep.
Which is very exciting.
October 29th, the
and I will be here. I'm very much looking forward to being here.
Good, because you weren't here at Pick Your Poison.
I weren't. Are you going to dress up, Brett?
What if I have? No.
Are you going to wear a costume?
You know why? Because I look scary enough anyway. I don't need to dress up.
I am not going to dress up either, but I imagine we will get some funky looking wrestlers that night.
I'll see if I've got a bright orange t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
That'll be about the level of me dressing. I'm literally, I don't have to dress up to look scary.
Brett,
that's why I'm sat here.
I'm looking around the UK Wrestling Arena today.
Oh yeah.
And
there's some people there.
There's screens. We see our screens. Hello screens. Hi screens.
There's 6 of them.
There's a weird haze over them today.
There's a weird haze. I don't know what that's going on.
I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the people in the sound desk can have a quick look.
There's like a weird haze in the corner of these screens.
We look like we're in...
It looks like the sun's shining.
We look like the Brotherhood are about to make an entrance. That's what
Even though I know Uther is in no fit state to be here.
No.
After what happened last week. That was a good segue.
You're right.
I was going to say I've got to talk about He Who Shan't Be Named, but he's in action, so I've got to talk about it.
Oh, go on.
Chris Castle.
Christopher.
Oh, good God. He hijacked the commentary desk on Wednesday at Ignite. Tonight, he hijacks the wrestling ring again, and he's going to be in there with Jonathan Sedgwick.
Jonathan Sedgwick in a singles match.
Yes. No titles involved, nothing there, but it's like 2 members of the, quote, Persian Empire here. If we're still counting Jonathan as a member of the Persian Empire.
Does he still count, now that he doesn't have the belt, does he still count as a member of the Persian Empire?
Well, the Persian Empire the last couple of weeks have been beating old Jonathan up, haven't they? They've had their shots in, but who else has been targeting Jonathan Sedgwick, Shelby?
Who else has been? Oh no, I'm not going to say it because if I say his name, I think it's a bit like Beetlejuice and he might just pop up. So we'll just say that it rhymes with creep.
You said what, creep?
Creep.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But I'm not particularly impressed because...
No, he is just weird.
And I feel like...
It makes us feel weird. It's just
he
not
does.
very nice.
And I think because people know that it's my birthday, I may get targeted today. And I don't want that to happen.
I don't want that to happen to you either.
So I'm just going to avoid creep at all costs because...
But he has been targeting Sedgwick the last couple of weeks. He's knocked Sedgwick for a loop with those dangerous knees. For what reason, I don't know.
But also appearing from nowhere.
Yeah, literally. Where's he coming from? Where's he hiding?
The worst thing is, we don't even see it.
No, and we have
a really good vantage point.
We have the best view in this building, and we can't see it.
But even when people try and be sneaky, we can always see it.
Yeah.
But we have not seen Creep for 2 weeks in a row.
What is he doing? Literally, that is how it is.
And it's really freaking me out.
People are like, what is your vantage point like from up here? But that is literally, we can see everything.
And the other thing is that this stage has been incredibly built by some people doing UK wrestling, but we can feel footsteps behind us.
When somebody's coming up and coming out here, we can feel it. But that, it doesn't happen.
No,
it's just.
I can't talk about it too much because it makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah, but he's been targeting Cedric for whatever reason. I don't know. I would be a little bit fearful if I was Cedric, and I'd be a little bit fearful if I was us.
Yeah.
To see what happens there.
I genuinely have like goosebumps.
I know, it's unsettling. It is. Also unsettling was what happened last week. If you get time, go and watch what the Persian Empire did to the Brotherhood last week. I mean, the Brotherhood earned a UK Wrestling Tag Team Championship match in 6 weeks. It only took them 6 weeks to do it, which was quite impressive, it has to be said. But once the match was over, it was just heinous. And General Manager Red Brocco has leapt into action. He had the most terrific scowl on his face earlier, like I said.
Yeah.
He's promised to address it tonight. Quite what he's going to do, I don't know.
No.
But hopefully he has a suitable punishment, because they can't go on doing this.
Yeah.
No matter who they are and what leverage they hold, they can't go on doing this.
No. Nobody can. That's I think. No. And if it was Jonathan Cedric doing this, he'd have the same discipline coming from Brocco, I think. Exactly. And that's the point of having a general manager, is to safeguard everyone on the staff. And to be fair, these people are coming to work. Like, they come here on a work basis. They don't want to.
No, you don't want to leave and go to hospital. No. That's not the point.
Exactly. And Red Brocco is meant to manage all of the staff that are here. And if he has to do that and he has to take drastic action, then that's what he's going to do. And I think it's really important. And I respect him for doing that.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see exactly what it is that he's wanting to dole out to the Persian Empire.
Very intrigued, because they deserve whatever's coming to them.
They do indeed.
After what they did last week.
Absolutely.
Just utterly terrible. It really is. Have you had a nice birthday anyway?
I have.
What have you been doing with it?
I've had a good day. We hung out with some friends this afternoon, and then we've done a little bit of shopping today, and then we've just been hanging around Batley this afternoon.
And you've come to. I was going to hang around Batley, then my train got cancelled.
There's all sorts of problems with the trains.
Coming through Leeds this evening. Oh my goodness gracious! It was hideous. I've never seen that. I could rant all day about the traffic today and it's been horrible. But we got here.
Yes.
The main thing is we are here.
We are here.
And we're ready for Friday Night Showdown in about 10 minutes. That just about does it for the pre-show.
Yeah.
I've got to 6:49, so that'll do.
That will do.
That'll do.
It will do today. Brett, we need to save Brett's voice for the actual show.
I feel like every time I cough, I feel like somebody's been hitting me over the head with a steel chair. It's not very nice.
No. Well, at least no one has hit you over the head with a steel chair.
Thank goodness for that.
That's important.
Very important.
So we will see you in 10 minutes' time for Friday Night Showdown.
We'll see you soon.
Join us then.